Alrighty, guys, this is the final part. I have 32 minutes left on my phone. And I'll upload this video and I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And around like 3, 4 o'clock, I'll go to the store and get my beer, convert my beer into money so I can get my pack of smokes. I'll ask my stepmother if she can drop me there. I'm too lazy to walk there, and I'll walk back, go walk to the store, buy my smokes, and walk back home. Yeah. And tonight I might take a walk, maybe. Take a nice walk around the block, have a smoke. Take a nice walk, listen to some music, have a smoke, obviously. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Warner will be blown away by my story. Holy shit, I mean, that sounds like a masterpiece. Yes. You're looking at a masterpiece of a story, man. A masterpiece, guys. A fucking masterpiece. Yeah. But it's tough because The Great Escape will also be a masterpiece too, you know what I'm saying? As I had the idea for The Great Escape story, you're looking at something like, John Wick 3 when Keanu Reeves is on the run. Yeah, I think something like that, man. You have all these scary hitmen coming after me, region were kicking ass. So it's a cool movie too, but the Great Escape is not a trilogy, it's a one and done. But it's not as good as The Matrix, man. The Matrix is me and the one kicking ass. Not as good as that story. The scary agents. But for The Great Escape, you're also looking at scary hitmen coming after me in Region 2. I'm making that movie rated R, man. Like John Wick. John Wick is rated R, yeah. It'll be dark like John Wick. You know what I'm saying? But it's a one and done, man. After The Great Escape, I'm moving on to another movie. Whereas The Matrix, at least you're going to get a trilogy, a 3-movie trilogy, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to get those 3-movie games. Those 3 games based off the movie. Whereas The Great Escape is just one game, and the game will not be as good as the Matrix game, you know what I'm saying? The Matrix game will be better than the Great Escape game. Great Escape will be a good game, but it won't be as good as the Matrix game, you know what I'm saying? It won't be as good. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go fill my bottle of water. Don't hate me. Skip the video if you don't want to wait. Skip it a good 2-3 minutes. Should be right back, man. Don't hate me. Alrighty, sorry for the wait, guys. You have to wait a good, like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. Skip the video if you don't want to wait. And after this video, I'll upload it and I'll enjoy the video with you guys, and I'll go to the store. Go to the grocery store and I'll convert my cans into money. Good, like, $9 worth of money. I'll have enough to get my pack of smokes. Because I'm fucking broke, man. And so once I'm rich, I'm gonna be a lot more happy because the money will make me happy too. Obviously, I don't have to worry about running out of money. Like, so whenever I run out of smokes, I can just go to the store and get another pack for myself. When I'm hungry, I can just go to the store, get a coffee, get some food for myself at nighttime. Yeah. I just hope Vancouver has 24-hour gas stations like Elmer does. Elmer has 24/7 gas stations, and so early in the morning I can go to the store and get like smokes and all stuff. I hope Vancouver has it, which they probably do. Or what I might do is I might purchase cartons of smokes, cartons of smokes. That way, if I run out of smokes, I have more smokes to smoke. Obviously, buy multiple smokes a day. Buy like 2 smokes. That way, if I run out of smokes, I have a smoke to smoke in the morning. Obviously, in my nice like $300 million condo, a nice condo for myself. Some saying. Yeah, yeah. So let's talk. I'm not going to talk about the story. I don't feel like talking about the story today, but I'll mention a few things. So whenever Neo goes to see the Oracle in the first movie, obviously, she's like, "Let me have a look at you." He's like, "Ah." She's like, "You already know what I'm going to tell you." He's like, "I'm not the one." Yeah, he is the one, but he's not like the chosen one. I am the chosen one. That's my idea for the story. You already know what I'm going to tell you. He's like, "I'm not the one." Sorry, kiddo. You got the gift, but it seems like you're waiting for something. Another life, maybe. Yeah, what does she mean by that? Neo died, obviously, and he became the one, obviously. But he died twice. He died the first time when Smith killed him, and the second time he died again when the machine destroyed him in the third movie. And he was really waiting for me. What the Oracle meant was he was really waiting for me. So when I come back when I died, I see Keanu Reeves in the dream with a white light. Keanu Reeves is like, I understand what the Oracle meant now. What I was really waiting for was you. You, the seventh one, the lucky one. I wasn't so lucky. Holy shit, I didn't creative. That's a very creative. I'll tell a good story. Do your very best to make your story consistent with Wachowski's sister's story. Don't do your own thing, man, like Disney did with Star Wars. I'm saying, hey guys, does this honor it? Yeah, I haven't honor it. So that you can easily have that plot in the story. What the Oracle really meant by you're waiting for something, perhaps another life. Another life, yeah, another life as the one. Yeah, me, obviously. Another life. I had the same code as Neo, but I'm a different person. Another life, maybe. Yeah. What is the next life? It's my life, obviously. Another life, maybe. You know what I'm saying? What she really meant was obviously once he died, he becomes the one, obviously. But like, but he was old. But she also there's a deeper meaning to that weight. There's a deeper meaning to that word. You know what I'm saying? There's a deeper. Kind of was like, yeah. Even though I was waiting for myself to die, I now understand it now. There was a much deeper meaning to that when the Oracle said I was waiting for something, another life. I now know what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you. The Oracle was waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? You're the seventh one, the lucky one. Yeah. Holy shit, you're creative. That's a very creative. I know how to tell a good story. I'm saying, I know how to tell a good story. I am very creative. I'm saying, I am very creative. I know how to tell a good story, man. I'm born with a gift. I'm saying, I am born with a gift. When the Oracle tells, I'll just talk about the story. I love talking about the story. And when Michael B. Jordan sees the Oracle, obviously. So you'll see Michael B. Jordan once it's 20 years later. So you don't see Michael B. Jordan and VJ until 50 minutes into the movie. But you'll see them as kids in Zion. Another actor played them as kids, but they have a few little scenes here and there. And then what? And then the moment it's 20 years later, that's when the Oracle sends a message that she wants to meet with Michael B. Jordan and VJ. He said, we're going in to see who? The Oracle. And once it's 20 years later, I'm 30 years old, it's me, obviously. Michael B. Jordan and VJ, they go into the Matrix to see the Oracle. And this time, I'm actually going to show the Oracle telling Michael B. Jordan that you will find the one, and that VJ will love the one. Whereas in the original Matrix, the Wachowski sisters didn't show any of that. They did not show. They tell. Whereas me, I'm actually going to show you how Michael B. Jordan finds it on the one. I'm going to show you how the Oracle telling Michael B. Jordan and VJ that VJ will love the one and Michael B. Jordan will find the one. Whereas in the originals, they didn't do that. You know, so like like I'm saying, they didn't really give any backstory. You see what I'm saying? They didn't really give any backstory. Obviously. You see what I'm saying? Like they didn't show how Morpheus. They didn't show the Oracle telling Morpheus that he would find the one. They didn't show the Oracle telling Trinity that she would love the one. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They didn't show any of that. They didn't give any backstory of what Morpheus meant when he said the one was born inside the Matrix. What did he mean by that? The only thing I can think of is you have the body forming in the real world, because the Keanu Reeves woke up in the real world, obviously, so he was born there, obviously, but he was also born in the Matrix. How do you reconcile that? You have to have his body form in the Matrix too. That's the only way I can reconcile. Is that consistent, guys? It's very consistent. Yeah. It's very consistent, obviously. Yeah. When Michael B. Jordan goes in to see the Oracle, obviously, with VJ, obviously, the Oracle tells Michael B. Jordan the grave news. I have nothing but bad news. What's the bad news? He's like, he has returned in the Matrix. Who? Agent Smith. He's like, Agent Smith? I thought he was the lead 100 years ago. I thought he was destroyed 100 years ago. Oh, so we thought. But it seems that Smith's power grew beyond even the one's control, even my control. Nobody can stop him, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can stop him, you know what I'm saying? Except for the one. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so you're telling me the Agent Smith, when did he return to the Matrix? He returned 36 years ago. Yeah, that was when the unusual events went by and what was going on in the Matrix. He's like, yes. He's like, you know. She's like, yes, deja vu. He's like, deja vu. Yes, there's been a change in the Matrix. What is the change? The change is the Agent Smith has now returned to the Matrix, as well as 3 of his agents. He's like, no. So what are you supposed to do then? Nobody can defeat Smith. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he has come back far more powerful than you can ever imagine. Even more power than he was before. And she said, only the one can stop him, you know what I'm saying? But I also have some good news. Like, what's the good news? The one has been born in the Matrix. The one hasn't born in the Matrix. Like Neo the one, yes, the one has been born in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The one has been born in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The one has been born in the Matrix. And what? The one has been born in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? And they're all shocked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're saying the one, yes, he's the only one capable of stopping Smith. But this one is lucky. He's the 7th one. So you're saying that Neo was not a lucky one? No, he wasn't. He was not lucky at all. He lost his eyesight. He lost love of his life. He made a lot of errors. He was not too bright. I told him so whenever I first met him. I said, you're curious, and I thought, but not too bright though. So he wasn't bright of a man. No, he wasn't bright of a man at all. He took the door to the left when he could have took the door to the right to save Zion. You know what I'm saying? He lost his eyesight. He lost love of his life. He let Smith comments onto him. He jumped into Smith, and Smith became imprinted on him, and he came back more powerful later on. Yeah, he made a lot of errors. He wasn't too bright. That's what the Oracle meant by saying not too bright, though. That's why Neo made a lot of errors. So Neo was a 6th one. Do you know what 6 stands for? Michael B. Jordan's like, no. He's like, the devil. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like the Oracle tells Neo, you know what that word means in Latin? It means know thyself. Right? Yeah. And the Oracle tells Michael B. Jordan, he's like, you know what the number 6 stands for? He's like, what? The devil. It's the number of the devil. It's a cursed number. So you're saying that Keanu Reeves was kind of like unlucky. He was a cursed one. He wasn't cursed, but he was very unlucky. You know what I'm saying? He was very, very unlucky. He lost love of his life. He lost his eyesight. He couldn't defeat Smith. He let Smith comments onto him. He took the door on the left when he could take the door on the right to save Zion. He made a lot of errors. He wasn't a lucky one. But this one, born 36, when was he born? He was born in the Matrix 36 years ago. Around the same time Agent Smith came back. He's like, Michael Jordan's like, oh my God, really? Like, yes. He was born 36 years ago. So the one is 36 years old. Yes, he's 36 years old. And that's how he finds out who I am, obviously. I say I was born 36 years ago. They found me in a junkyard. Some man found me junk art 36 years ago, and that's how Michael B. Jordan gets suspicious, obviously, of who I am. I think I found the one, yeah. Some there? Yeah. He's like, this one is the seventh one. This one is lucky. So what do you mean lucky? He's like, you know what 7 means? You know 7 is a lucky number, right? Yeah, I know it's a lucky number. You know what the number 7 means? He's like, God? It's like, yes, it means God. Holy shit, you're creative, yes. So this one, you're saying that this one is blessed. Yes, this one has blessings all over him. He is blessed. He's a blessed one. You know what I'm saying? He's blessed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you, VJ, will love him. Love him. I don't even know who he is. Don't worry. You'll see why you like him. You will love him dearly. You know, she says that. VJ's like blushing. You know what I'm saying? She's like, don't worry. So don't worry. I have some good news for you. You won't die. You know what I'm saying? He tells VJ that this one will not lose the love of his life like Neil did. And he will not lose his eyesight. He will not make the errors that he made. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Michael B. Jordan's like, so you know who this one is, don't you? And you say, I'm going to find him. Why don't you just tell me who he is? And the Oracle is like, that answer you have to search for yourself. He's like, so you're saying you know who he is, but you won't tell me? You know what I'm saying? The answer you have to search for yourself, Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Just like I knew that Neo was the one. I never told Morpheus that Neo was the one. You have to find out for himself, obviously. Just like you have to find out for yourself. Find out find out the destiny that bewaits you. You're supposed to find out for yourself, obviously. And Michael Jordan's frustrated. So I can't believe you know who he is. The fate of the galaxy is in this man's hands. The fate of Zion and the Matrix is in this man's hands. You won't even tell me who he is. He's all frustrated. She's like, Messiah, relax. You know what I'm saying? Here, I baked a cookie for you. Eat it. Once you're done eating, you'll feel right as rain. You know what I'm saying? She says something like that, obviously, and what? I know you're frustrated, Messiah. I recommend, I don't know, tonight, I recommend tonight, go clubbing. Have a drink, clear your head. Go clubbing tonight? Yeah, I recommend tonight, go clubbing, clear your head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the answers you will find. You know, he's like, okay, whatever, and I'm saying he leaves. And she tells VJ that she will love the new one. She will love the one. VJ's like, love the one? I don't even know who he is. She's like, trust me, you will see why you like him. You will love him dearly, you know what I'm saying? She tells VJ that. VJ is blushing, he's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You will love him dearly, yeah. Just like Trinity loved Neo a lot. The whole time in the Matrix 1, Trinity loved Neo, obviously. But Neo didn't know that she loved her, but eventually he finds out that she loved him, obviously. Fall in love with a dead man. And that dead man will be the one, yeah. But this time, the Oracle does not tell VJ that she will fall in love with a dead man. She just says you will love the one. That's all she says. So, Sarah? Yeah. And then once Michael B. Jordan and VJ go to see the Oracle, obviously, they're now in the Nebuchadnezzar, obviously, and they have this huge argument going on with the Nebuchadnezzar crew. You get that scene, and Michael B. Jordan's like, so you're saying Agent Smith is back in the Matrix? Yes, he is. That none of us can take. Only the one can take him, man. Yeah. How long has he been in the Matrix? The Oracle told me he's been in the Matrix for 36 years. 36 years. So this whole time he's been hiding in plain sight in the Matrix. None of us knew. Yeah, Smith duped us all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Smith duped us all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Oracle, he duped the Oracle. He even duped Neo. Neo couldn't even defeat him. You know, everyone's like, Neo failed. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, he couldn't defeat Smith, obviously. VJ's like, don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Neo didn't fail. Neo saved us. Neo saved Zion. He saved the Matrix. Michael Jordan's like, oh yeah? You know what I'm saying? Look around. He's all angry. He's like, look around. He's like, Agent Smith is now back in the Matrix, as well as 3 other agents with him, and none of us can take. Doesn't look like much saving to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And VJ's all silent, obviously, yeah. VJ's all silent, obviously, and what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, Neo made so many errors. You know, so because he let Smith comments onto him, now Agent Smith is now back in the Matrix. And everyone's like, calm down, Messiah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the guy's like, any good news? And Michael Jordan's like, yeah, there's some good news. What's the good news? The Oracle told me that the one is born in the Matrix too. Like 36 years ago, yeah, the one was born in the Matrix the very same day the agents came back. Agent Smith came back. You know what I'm saying? Do you know who the one is? No, I have no clue. The Oracle tell you anything? No, she didn't tell me shit. The Oracle works in mysterious ways. I'm saying, you see Michael Jordan talking? Yeah, it was an amazing movie, yeah, man. The Oracle didn't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? The Oracle works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, yeah. The Oracle don't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? The Oracle works in mysterious ways, yeah. The Oracle did not tell what? Michael B. Jordan shit, but she gave him a clue. She told him the one was born 36 years ago around the unusual events of Deja Vu, when Smith returned, and she's told Michael B. Jordan to go clubbing. Have a drink, clear your head. She gave him a clue, obviously, but she didn't tell him who I am, obviously. Because Michael B. Jordan was meant to find me. It's not the Oracle is not meant. Just like the Oracle knew who Neo was, obviously, but she didn't tell Morpheus who Neo was. Morpheus had to find the answers for himself. Same thing with Michael B. Jordan, I'm saying. As the Oracle obviously knew Neo was the one, but she never told Morpheus that he was the one. You see what I'm saying? She knew Neo would die, and yet she never told. She knew Neo would die. Yeah. See what I'm saying? I have about 10 minutes left on my phone. 10 and a half minutes on my phone around there. And I'll end this video. I'll upload it, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys. Or I might upload it, and I might go to the store and get my smokes. Convert my cans into money and get my smokes. I could do that, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys with a nice smoke, obviously. See what happens. Yeah, man. Look at an amazing story, yeah, man. And then you transfer to a scene where Michael B. Jordan, he's at the grave of his great grandfather and great grandmother and Morpheus, Naomi, you know what I'm saying, Trinity and Neo, and he's like, Neo, he's like, how can you do this to us? How can you fail us like this? He's looking at Neo's grave. He's like, but what he doesn't know is that Neo was not the chosen one. Obviously, I was the chosen one. Yeah. How can you fail us like this? You know what I'm saying? I thought you saved us. I thought you saved Zion. You know, so he's talking. He's a bit frustrated, obviously. How can you make so many errors? You know what I'm saying? He's like, the Oracle was right. You weren't too bright of a one, were you? And he's frustrated, obviously. And it transfers to him. Everyone's sleeping and sleeping, obviously. And then Michael B. Jordan can't sleep, and he opens the door. You hear that noise, obviously, and then he goes outside the balcony. And then VJ hears the noise, and she joins him, obviously. She's like, can't sleep? I can't sleep either. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's like, how could I fucking sleep peacefully knowing that Smith is now back in the Matrix? You see what I'm saying? Now I know that Smith is now back in the Matrix. Yeah. Smith is now back in the Matrix. Yeah. Obviously. He duped us all. Yeah. It's been 36 years and none of us even knew that Smith was in the Matrix. No. Obviously. The reason why nobody knew, because in the Matrix you have the code, right? And as the people in Nebuchadnezzar, they can see they can read the agent codes, obviously. But Smith found the way to hide that code. That he duped them. The Nebuchadnezzar people did not know he was in the Matrix. Just like the one has the same thing too. The one, even though I am born, I am the anomaly. The agents can read that, but I have power to block it. Obviously, the agents didn't know I was the one for 36 years, because everything is updated. You know what I'm saying? That's my deal. I mean, you're creative. That's very creative, obviously. Then Michael Jordan's like, oh, I gotta find him. You know what I'm saying, hey, do you want? You know what I'm saying? He says, relax, you'll find him. It's easy for you to say. All I gotta do is love the man. You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Jordan's like, hey, you want to go clubbing? And he's like, clubbing? He's like, yeah, clubbing in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you think that's a good idea? What if we get, like, what if they find us? I'm saying, don't worry about it. We won't get caught. Yeah, maybe the Oracle told us to go clubbing tonight to give us a clue. Maybe that was a clue, Messiah. Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You want to go clubbing or not? Fine, let's go clubbing. And then Michael wakes up the operator, obviously. And then he what? And then he goes clubbing with VJ. And the operator is like, hey, why are you waking me up? Yeah, we're going in. For what? We're going clubbing. You're going clubbing in the Matrix when everyone's sleeping. Yes. Yeah, you do know that Agent Smith is back in the Matrix, right? You do know his and his three other agents with him, right? You do know if they catch you, they will kill you, right? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll keep it low key. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fine. And they go clubbing in the Matrix, obviously. And I happen to be going clubbing with my friend, my so-called best friend, in the movie, obviously. I happen to go clubbing with my so-called best friend in the movie, obviously. And then what? I happen to go clubbing with my so-called best friend in the movie, obviously. And then what? And then Mike B. Jordan's dancing with Regent. He sits down there. She's like, "Don't worry about it. You'll find him." And then Mike B. Jordan's frustrated. Obviously, he's like, "I gotta find him." You know what I'm saying, so don't worry about it. You'll find him. I'm saying, "Hey, do you want a drink?" Yeah, I'll get me a whiskey. Two whiskeys coming right up. And he goes to the counter. He gets his whiskey, obviously. And I happen to be sitting next to my so-called best friend in the movie. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And what? I happen to be sitting next to my so-called best friend in the movie, obviously. And I talk to my friend. You know, I'm like, hey, how well did you know your parents, man? I knew my parents pretty well. Did you like your parents? Your parents nice to you? Yeah, my parents were very nice to me. They know you were hacking. No, they never knew I was hacking. I left the house at like 17 years old after I finished high school. So my so-called friend is like 1 year older than me. He was like 17 when I met him 20 years ago when I was 16. He's like, what about you? You never told me, you're a closed book. You never told me anything about your parents. I'm like, yeah, my parents adopted me. I was adopted. You were adopted? Yeah. My parents told me 20 years ago that some man found me in a junkyard as a baby. Some man found me in a junkyard as a baby. Yeah. When did this happen? 36 years ago. 36 years ago, Michael Jordan this again. It's like, holy shit, I'm saying. 36 years ago, I'm like, yeah. That was around the unusual events that went by in the city, obviously. And that was around the time Agent Smith came back, I heard, into the Matrix. I'm saying, I'm like, yeah, that was around the time that the agents were seen in the Matrix. Agents were seen in the city. I'm like, yeah, I guess. Michael Jordan's like, holy shit, could this man be the one? I'm saying, and I'm like, yeah, your parents like you? No, they hated me, man. They kicked me out of the house 20 years ago. Haven't seen them since. Like, holy shit, tough break, huh? I'm like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, can I ask you something? The guy's like, shoot, man, ask me anything. I'm saying, I'm like, when you sleep, I'm like, I know this is a weird question, but when you sleep, every time you wake up, don't you feel like you're dreaming? Don't you feel like it's all a dream? The guy's like, no, not really. All I think about is booze, woman, and hacking. I'm like, no, seriously. Like when you dream, don't you, when you sleep, don't you think like you're dreaming sometimes? And he's like, no, not really. Oh, he's like, don't you feel like you seek answers that you want answered? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this place? You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Jordan's like, what is the Matrix? I'm saying, yeah. He's like, holy shit. I'm saying, he's like, come on, man. You're overthinking things, man. Stop stressing yourself out. Come on. Let's go dance it off. Take your mind off things, man. You're this. You're the best hacker in the city. And you're this. You're the best hacker in the city, too. You know what I'm saying? There's no one like you, man. You're the best hacker in the city. Michael Jordan's like, he's a hacker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, holy shit. Just like Neo was. And I leave and I dance with my friend. And Michael B. Jordan, he has that look. He's like, hey, the guy's like, sir, are you going to pay for your drink? Oh, sorry about that. He lost focus. You know what I'm saying? He takes the two drinks, obviously. He gives Vijay a drink, and he pulls her aside. He's like, what? Looks like you've seen a dead ghost. He's like, I think I found the one. It's like, who? Who do you think the one is? He tilts his head towards me. You see me dancing with my friend, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, Vijay's like, he is curious than I thought. And then Michael Jordan's like, no, seriously, if this man is really the one, yeah, I think the Oracle gave me a clue. She wanted me to come here. That way I can find the one. And she told me the one was born 36 years ago. The exact day the unusual events took place, the exact day Agent Smith and his agents came back into the Matrix. She's like, oh my God. He's like, she gave you a riddle. Yeah, she did. She gave me the riddles. And I answered those riddles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we found the one. I'm saying, did you get a name? Yeah, I got his name. I got his friend's name. I got his name. Yeah, we're going to have to find out more information about this guy before they find out who he is. If this man really is the one, the agents get him before we do. They're gonna kill him, yeah, and that's what leads to Michael B. Jordan talking to Never Against a Crew in the real world, obviously. And Michael B. Jordan, he goes to some base and he finds information about me and my friend. You see, adopted parents, origin unknown, parents unknown. You know what I'm saying? Found in junkyard. You saw that, say that. You know what I'm saying? You see the occupation dishwasher, works at this restaurant, lives at this address. And Michael B. Jordan's on a computer looking at my friend's information and my information. And he's like, the agents are coming. Quick, get out of there. And Michael B. Jordan's sweating and gets out of there in time. Yeah, he hides and gets out of there. He sneaks out of there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Something cool like that. Yeah, man. Look at an amazing story. Then once he finds out information about me, obviously, he ends up tailing my friend. And I'm saying, and then my friend's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Then Michael B. Jordan puts a listening device on him. And then my friend goes to his apartment, obviously. And then he sells his hacking stuff to a customer, and his customer gets caught by the cops. And he sells his seller out, obviously, and then they end up raiding his house. And then he gets taken to Agent Smith's base, and they interrogate him. The agents even put a gun on his head, and he breaks down, and the next second he sells me out. He sells me out, obviously, and then he sells me out completely. And Mike B. Jordan all listening, and holy shit, his friend just sold him out. You know what I'm saying? They're after him. They don't know he's the one yet, but if they find out what we know, that this kid's the one, they're gonna kill him. Yeah, Agent Smith finds out I'm the one, he will kill me, obviously, because he knows I'm the only one who can stop him, obviously. Remember that's where we look at a basic story. And that leads to Mike B. Jordan, VJ getting the phone to the mailman, and Mike B. Jordan giving me a call. I got to give this man a call. You know what I'm saying, you see him. I'm gonna give this man a call. And he calls me up the next day. Obviously, he calls me up later on in the story. I'm like, "What do you want?" And I'm saying, "You know who I am?" No, and I'm saying, "Listen, we don't have much time." They're after you. He's like, "Who?" Take a peek, and you see 4 agents, and you see my friend. I'm like, "Agents?" He's like, yes. Is that? Yes, your friend sold you out. Look, you can't trust anyone. I'm the only one you can trust right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you don't want to find out, just get out of there. Yeah, and that leads to the story. Look at an amazing story. Yeah, man. Looking at a masterpiece. And that's why I believe the Matrix movie will even rival Zanus. I think Zanus will beat it out, but it will rival Zanus. Look at an amazing story, man. Yeah, man. Anyways, if this video, I'm going to upload this video, enjoy the show with you guys. I'm signing out. Peace.